Hi everyone, this is Shashank Singh and we are in the way of learning Python programming language. In our previous video, we have discussed few of the data type including integer, floating point, complex number, string, list and dictionary data type. So if you have to go through all those lectures, you can go ahead and check it out in our previous videos. Today we're going to discuss about a very important data type which will be tuples, right? So as you can see on my screen as well, tuple in Python is similar to list in terms of indexing, in terms of nested objects and in terms of repetitions. However, the main difference between two is tuple is immutable, which mean we cannot change the elements inside a tuple, right? Like we did in list, right? So here you can see I have declared one tuple and one list. So the main difference while declaring one tuple is we have to use small bracket to declare one tuple. However, we have to use square bracket for declaring one list, right? After that, everything is same. Each and every object have some index which starts from 0 to n minus 1, wherein n is equal to total number of objects, right? Also, you can write tuple inside a tuple, which is a concept of nested objects. Also, it allows duplicate number as well. So here also you can see I have wrote 2 times Shashank, so it won't be an issue in list as well as in tuple. So also, like, if here you can see if I want to replace Shashank with Sumit, I cannot do so in tuple because tuple is immutable, which means we cannot change the element. However, you can do so in list, right? So this is the main difference and similarity between tuple and list. Today's agenda is we'll discuss some more concepts. We'll do practice for coding. Like, we'll discuss few methods dotted around the same data type. So let's not waste our precious time and let's just get started. So as you know, here I'm using Jupyter Notebook. So let's declare my first tuple. Right, I have declared one tuple. I'm using small brackets. Now I'm writing our first string Shashank. Now I'm declaring one, just inserting one integer type. Now let's insert some floating number as well. Now I'm writing here tuple inside tuple. So 1 2 3, right? So this is my tuple inside tuple. Now I'm declaring one list as well. Here I'm using a. Now I'm using 2.3. I can write complex number as well. So this is my set. Now I'm declaring one more name, ABC. So this is my long tuple, right? So let's print my tuple. So this is the tuple, right? So first of all, we'll see how exactly we can get to know how many elements are there in a tuple, right? So how can we get to know? We have to use len function as we did in some previous data type as well. So we have to write the variable name. So if we'll write variable name, so we'll get 6, right? So there are 6 elements are there. So you can see here first element, second element, third element, third element, this is fourth, this is fifth, and this is sixth, right? So this is how we can get to know how many elements or object are there in a tuple, right? So let's check the second concept. Can we change the elements inside a tuple or not, right? So I'm just writing my tuple variable name, right? So first tuple. Now let's check, can we replace 23 with 24 or not? So I'm writing, we have to write the index position of 23, which is 0 and 1, right? So if we have to change 23 with 24, we have to know, what is the exact index number of 23. So this is my index number, right? Now I am changing with, let's say I am changing with 24, right? So you will get one error, tuple objects won't allow item assignment, right? Also, can this possible in list or not? So as we have seen in my previous lecture as well, but here also we'll check once. So list 1 equals, I'm writing here the same elements in the list, right? We can do so, right? So let's print my list. So this is my list, right? So let's check, can we change 23 with 24 in list or not? So I'm writing the variable name. Now I'm writing the index position of 23, which is 1, right? 0 and 1 equals 24. So if we are printing this, So here you can see we are able to change the elements in a list, right? However, we cannot change the elements in tuple. So that's what the main difference is. Also, we'll see some more example. Let me print this tuple once. So this is my tuple, right? So if I have to change this 2.3 with Shashank 1, can we do so or not? Just think about it. Because as we know, we cannot change this elements. This whole set we cannot change, right? So can we change to 2.3 or not? I don't think, I mean, like, you don't have to be confused. Let's see what will happen. So first of all, we have to get to know what is the index of this set. So this is a first 0th index, this is first, second, third, and this is a fourth, right? So to print this whole set, we have to write 4 in square bracket. So I got the set, right? So let's check, can we replace 2.3 with Shashank or not? So what is the index position of 2.3? 0 and 1, right? So we have to use again square bracket. We have to use index position, now equals. Now what I'm doing is I'm writing Shashank 1, right? Let me print this. So we can able to change this elements inside this set. So this is a very important concept. So you have to know, I mean, like, if you are writing a program, many of the times you stuck in between these logics, right? However, we cannot change this whole set. So let's check it again. I'm writing here the index position of this list 0 1 2 3 4, right? So I'm writing here 4. Let's change this Shashank 1. It will throw error, right? Because the whole element won't be changed, right? Will not be changed. As you know, tuple is immutable. So this is the concept of tuple, right? Now we'll see some methods as well, right? So I'm declaring one more tuple, second tuple, right? Equals, I'm writing small brackets. Now I'm writing 2, 3. Now I'm writing 1. Now I'm writing 2, 3, right? So let me print this. So this is my tuple. So there are basically two methods you should have to know in tuple. First method is dot count, right? Sorry, count. What do you have to count? Let's say I have to count 1. So you should have to write 1 here. You'll get to know there are 5 1 in this tuple. 1 2 3 4 5. So if you have to write 2, so you'll get to know how many repeating elements are there in the tuple with count function, right? Count method. Also there is one more method you should have to know, dot index. So let's check 2. It will return the starting index of this element. So 2 is on first index, right? So it starts from first. So no matter how many 2 after this 2, right? But if you are printing the index of 2, so it will return the first time of occurrence of this particular element, right? So this is these are the concepts dotted around this data type. You can pause these videos and note it down for your further remembrance. And thanks for watching this. We'll come up with the next video very soon. Thanks.